Let me guess, you're scrolling through your phone, seeing all these gorgeous, glittery holiday makeup looks. They're stunning, right? Breathtaking. And your first thought is, yeah, I could never do that. The annual holiday party is right around the corner and the pressure is on. But every single tutorial you click on feels like it has 20 steps, requires a degree in blending, and the steady hand of a surgeon. It makes you feel like you need a whole new set of skills just to get in the holiday spirit. But what if I told you that you could get a stunning, sophisticated, and totally on-trend holiday makeup look easily with the tips I'm about to show you today? A look that's perfect for beginners, uses only a handful of products, and will have you feeling confident and ready to party minus the stress. This year we're skipping the complicated cut creases and yes, even the lashes. We're leaning into the frosty pink monochromatic look. It's a simple, party ready, and the perfect wintry sister to all those viral strawberry makeup looks from the summer. It's this beautiful, cool toned pink vibe that is about to be everywhere for the 2025 holiday season, and I'm going to walk you through how to master it today from start to finish. Ready to feel festive? Let's get into it. Okay, now for the really fun part, the frosty pink eyes. We're starting with the eyes first, which is my #1 tip for beginners, especially when you're using a shimmery or frosty shadow. If you get any fallout, you know those little specks of eyeshadow that fall on your cheeks, you can just easily wipe it away without messing up your foundation. It's a simple trick that saves so much cleanup time. So first you'll want to lightly fill in your brows with a fine brow pencil to give them some shape. There's no need to do a heavy sculpted brow with this look. And you just want to set with some clear brow gel to keep your brows in place all night. Next, you'll want to dab your lids with just a bit of concealer. You seriously don't need a fancy eyeshadow primer. Your regular concealer works just fine. This will even out the eyelid, cancel any redness, and gives the eyeshadow something to stick to, which will make the color pop and even last way longer. You can use your finger or a flat synthetic brush to blend this concealer all the way from your lashes to your brow bone. The hero of this whole look is a frosty pink eyeshadow. Those Y2K inspired frosty finishes are back for 2025, but in a much more chic and grown-up way. You don't need a single brush for this part if you don't want. Using your finger works great too. I'm just grabbing this beautiful cool toned icy pink shade and swiping it right along my eyelid. Now just take your ring finger that has the gentlest touch or a fluffy eyeshadow brush and start to blend. If you're using your finger, just tap and smudge the color upwards, softening the edge into your crease. You want a soft, smoky wash of color, not a harsh line. To add a little dimension, because monochrome doesn't have to mean flat, I'm taking a powder eyeshadow in a deeper, slightly shimmery pink with a small, fluffy brush. I'm just dusting this lightly into the crease and on the outer corner of the eye. This just adds a little depth that makes your eyes look bigger and a little more ready for a party. With your finger, you can press the shimmer shade of your choice onto your lid, or you can use your finger or a small dense brush. Either application generally works great. And for that classic holiday sparkle, the inner corner highlight is a must. I'm taking the lightest, iciest frost shade I have, a shimmery white or a super pale pink will do, and popping it right into the corner of the eye. This instantly brightens everything up and gives you that lit from within holiday glow. It's such a tiny detail, but it makes a huge difference. It's also great to apply some of this shade to your brow bone as well. Optional choice, take a black eyeliner and lightly line your waterline for an ultra sultry effect, and you can also add a wing as well. To add some mascara, I'm using the new Burgundy Too Faced Better Than X mascara here for volume and lift. So I curled my lashes and then I applied that mascara. We're skipping the false lashes today though because the vibe is effortless and easy. So that's it for the eyes. Stunning, frosty, and so simple. Alright, so the real key to making that frosty pink look pop is your base. The trend for this holiday season isn't super matte or overly dewy. Basically, it's a blurred, soft glow finish that looks like your skin but better. This is what keeps the look modern and chic and not too Y2K throwback. First things first, I'm starting with a luminous primer. This is a must for me, especially for a holiday look. A glowy primer doesn't just give you radiance, it helps your foundation glide on super smooth and gives your makeup something to hold onto so it lasts all night. I'm taking a pea-sized amount and I'm pressing it into my skin, focusing on the high points of my face where I really want the glow to peek through, the cheekbones, down the nose, and a little on the forehead. So now onto the foundation. Since we want that velvet finish, we're going to skip anything that looks too heavy or cakey. I'm using a lightweight foundation but a tinge tinted moisturizer would work perfectly here as well. The whole point is to even out your skin tone without totally masking it. I'm just applying a few dots around my face and blending it out with this brush here, but you can also use a sponge. You want to use a damp sponge if you do, because it just melts the product into your skin for a really seamless, natural finish. We want the frosty parts of the makeup, for example the eyeshadow, to be the star. So the skin just needs to be quiet, flawless, and a supporting actor. Next, go ahead and dab a little bit of concealer as needed and gently press and tap it into your skin. Don't swipe, but really push it into the areas that need that extra coverage. Slightly diffuse the edges as needed by rolling your finger or brush away from your skin. The final step for our base is our powder, but we have to be strategic here. The biggest mistake you can make with a glowy look is powdering your whole face. You'll completely kill that beautiful radiance that we just worked so hard for. So I'm taking a small fluffy brush and I'm just taking a little bit of translucent powder, and I'm only setting my T-zone and the sides of my nose, a little between my brows, and on the chin. These are the spots where I personally get oily and where my makeup usually will break down first. But by powdering these areas here, we control the bad shine while keeping the good glow everywhere else. And just like that, our canvas is prepped and ready for some color. Okay, so the eyes and face are done. Now it's time to pull that frosty pink color onto the rest of our face to get that gorgeous, cohesive, monochromatic look. This is the part that ties everything together and makes it feel so intentional and cool. For the cheeks, we're going to tap another big 2025 trend, and that is the frostbitten blush look. It's all about getting that soft, luminous pink flush right onto the apples of the cheeks and across the nose, like you just came in from the cold. For this, a liquid or cream blush is your best friend. I'm using a buildable cream blush here, and it's in a dewy, bright pink color. I'm dotting just a bit on my cheekbones and blending it upwards out towards my temples with this brush here, or you could also use a damp sponge. Placing it high like this gives your face a really nice lift, and then whatever's left on the sponge, just tap it lightly across the bridge of your nose. This connects the blush and gives you that natural wind-flushed glow. The trick is to use a formula with a little sheen to it, which will play so nicely with the frosty texture on your eyes. I've been seeing this radiant pink blush everywhere in the new holiday collection, so the trend is definitely happening. And hey, if you're loving how easy and pretty this look is, this is a great time to hit that like and subscribe button. I'll be posting new beginner-friendly tutorials all the time, so you'll never feel lost in makeup again. Okay, so now for the last step in your monochromatic look, the lips. A frosty pink lip is the easiest way to rock the trend. We're keeping it soft and glossy and comfy. First, I'm just lining my lips with a nude pencil, and then this will just help to define the shape of your lips just a tiny bit. Next, I'm going in with a beautiful shimmery pink gloss. Try to find one with a bit of pearlescent finish to it, or a really fine shimmer, not a chunky glitter. This will catch the light and give you that pink sugar sheen that's all over social media. The sheer glossy formula is also amazing for beginners, so you don't have to be precise. You want to find one with a sheer glossy formula, which is great for beginners because, and pretty much for everyone, because they're usually generally super hydrating, which is a plus in the winter months, and it totally mimics the holiday sparkle lights that will pull this whole look together. Okay, we are in the home stretch. It's time for the final touches that take this look from just pretty to absolutely stunning. This is the glow up moment. Even though our base and cheeks are already glowing, we're going to amp up that frostiness with a little bit of targeted highlighter. The key is to stick with our pink color family. I'm using a cream, or you could use a liquid highlighter that has a cool pearly pink effect. This will help keep the monochromatic theme going, so that's why you don't want to use a gold tone. Definitely reach for that pink tone. I'm going to take a little bit on my fingertip and tap it onto the very highest points of the face, the top of my cheekbones, right above the blush, down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow to make the lips look a little bit fuller, and right under the arch of my brow. This is the step that creates that shimmery, almost magical effect that's perfect for a party. Finally, to make sure this beautiful look lasts all through hours of dancing and celebrating, we have to lock it in with some setting spray. I'm just spritzing this all over my face. This doesn't just make your makeup last longer, it also does something kind of magical. It melts all the power and cream products together, so the makeup looks less like it's sitting on your skin and more is your skin, so it looks more skin-like. It gets rid of that powdery look and just turns up the glow. And there you have it. This is the final look. This is the frosty pink monochromatic look. It's festive, it's chic, it's so light and comfortable to wear. We look totally put together and ready for a holiday party, but honestly, it took what, 15 minutes? It just goes to show you that you don't need crazy techniques or a million products to create something beautiful. This look is so versatile too. You can definitely wear it to lots of parties, a family dinner, a big New Year's Eve bash. It's glamorous, but not too over the top. And because it's so easy, it's a look that anyone can do. You can feel confident knowing you look festive and right on trend for the 2025 holiday season. Thank you so much for getting ready with me today. I really hope this tutorial showed you that holiday makeup can actually be fun and totally stress-free. You don't have to be a pro to feel amazing during this most wonderful time of the year.